My father was overall a good man. I knew he loved me. For years and years, he praised me for being a star football player in high school. This reassured me. It made me feel like he really cared about me, like I knew what I was doing with my life. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat our relationship. We had our rough times. After I didn't do well in school my last year, it went downhill from there. I disappointed him.
Why are you such a failure? You never meet my expectations, son.
Dad, I'm trying.
You're 34.
I know I made both of my parents upset. He pestered me about not having my life together, for being confused. More recently, though, I talked about moving out west and starting a new life with my brother. We even told him about it. I remember saying, "Dad, we should move out west." This gave me a sense of hope, since I haven't really been a big fan of the competitive business world. Even though we recently had our struggles, he cared about my well-being. We have both made our own mistakes, some bigger than others, but I know my father always wanted what was best for us. He always had his mind on paying bills and taking care of our family. His recent struggles got in the way of our relationship. This was terribly hard on both of us, and we fought. But I'm sure Willie Loman will be missed.
Willie was a husband, a father, a son, a friend. We loved each other, and he tried his best to support the family in whatever way he could. Even though he wasn't always the best husband, I gave him a lot of credit, and I always protected him. I remember defending him to Biff and Happy, who sometimes criticized him.
I didn't say he's perfect. Willie Loman never made a lot of money. He's not the finest character that ever lived. But he's a human being, and something terrible's happening to him right now.
I didn't mean...
No, a lot of people think he's lost his balance. You don't have to be very smart to know what the trouble is. The man is exhausted.
I wanted my sons to see Willie the way I saw him. I wanted them to understand that they were once so close, but they often didn't understand what he was going through. I did, though. I knew that he was lost and confused. When I found the wire by the gas tank, I knew that Willie had reached his wit's end. Knowing that Willie felt so trapped and hopeless made me so upset. My life revolves around my family, and I just wanted to see him happy and successful. I wanted to help him reach his dreams. He could do no wrong in my eyes, and I always accepted him no matter what happened.
I remember meeting Willie. As a charming young man, he drew my eye. He had asked me to help him, and of course I was willing. I had always seen him through my window, and getting to meet him, making him happy, it was the best part of being around him. As Willie was always feeling alone, I helped comfort him when he felt times of sorrow. I believed that me being next to him always made him feel better and feel wanted. He always remarked to me that there was no one to talk to when he needed it. But of course, I had picked him because I saw the potential in his eyes and in the way he held himself.
I just used to get so lonely. That's why I picked you.
Picked me? I picked you.
You picked me?
Yes, I did.
Getting through the good and bad times together, that is what made our relationship worth it. Now, of course, like any relationship, we had our good and bad times. I remember when, an embarrassing moment on our part, his son found out about us.
Dad?
Willie was very rude about it and very pushy, but of course, after leaving, I forgave him. And I'm happy I did. Willie did not deserve to die so early. He had such a long life to live, and I believe I could have made it better. He lives with a piece of my heart. He would treat me with respect and always care for me like no one else. He was a person who did care, and I will miss him dearly for it. Even though he has left us, he has not left my heart. I will be thankful forever for everything he gave me, and will always remember him as a charming man who knew how to treat someone right. Thank you, Willie, for all you have shown me.
My father wasn't always perfect, but he sure didn't deserve to die so soon. He made me the man that I am today. He taught me to make the most of every moment by any means necessary, whether it was the honest way or not. I took advantage of everything I could to stay happy. I guess Dad was never happy enough, though. He seemed to always be searching, whether it be in people.
Honey, I got you a present.
Oh. Here you go.
Thank you. Ooh.
I know.
Thanks.
Or success.
I'm going to work, sweetie. Yeah, I'm the assistant. Yeah, the assistant buyer. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice to meet you.
I'll miss my dad, but I feel as though a part of him will live in me forever. Let's just hope I don't end up having the same fate as he did.
I will always remember the time I spent with Willie. He was my good friend. He had high hopes for the future and was a little in denial about his financial situation. I remember seeing him and knowing that he needed help, so I offered him a job.
Now listen, Willie. I know you don't like me, but I'll give you a job. Just for the hell of it. What do you say?
I can't work for you, Charlie.
What, are you jealous of me?
I just can't work for you, that's all. Don't ask why.
He tried to pretend that he was doing well and didn't need it, but I knew that he wasn't all right. He was a very proud man. He didn't want to accept it. On multiple occasions, he asked for money, though, and I wanted to support him, so I was always sure I would be there to lend a hand.
Charlie, I really need some money.
Of course, Willie.
Thank you so much.
I cared about how he was doing, so I always made sure I was there to offer him advice when we would spend time together. We would play cards and talk for hours. We were neighbors for years, and our children were friends with each other. More recently, though, we didn't always see eye to eye. We fought when we discussed the job I wanted to give him. There was yelling, and he obviously was upset. It was offensive to me that he would not tell the truth and openly speak about his problems with me. But I don't blame him for having such good dreams. His hope was something to admire.